What's up, kids? Anyways, welcome back to my channel. Why do I have that? What the hell is that little spot thing? What is that? Oh, it's a smoke detector. Well, it looks like a little... Well, no, it's a freaking spot. What the hell? Let me clean you up, kids! Is it gone? No, it's still there. That means I might have something in on my lens. Isn't that wonderful? Did it disappear? I don't know what kind of... Anyways. I don't know what the hell. It's a reflective light thing. Look, it's my chakra's glowing. Anyways, welcome back. I've been hiatus for a while. Took a couple days off because I lost my shit. Because boat work ain't no fucking joke. Excuse my French, but it ain't no joke. Seriously. I broke my hand. Recovering from that. You can see this knuckle here. It's still a little swollen, sore, but not like it was 3 weeks ago, pretty much is when I did it. And it's just been getting better and better by me not doing anything. And that's why I had to leave the boat for like 4 or 5 days just to stop working, because I can't be here and not work. It's too much with too much things to do and time frames. But anyways, this morning what we're doing is the sink here. I'll give you a quick peek. Right here, down in here. I had to replace the sink. It was a double sink, and the side that took, it had a, ooh, get that chakra glow there. Oh yeah, peace Allah. Anyways, yeah. So the sink, it was a double sink, and the one side had salt water pump, their foot pumps. So I had a salt water and a fresh water. That freaking, look, it's my crown chakra. Oh my God, my crown chakra, can you see it? I am so spiritual. Fucking A. Anyways, well, it's kind of cool. Leave it right about there. So the sink, the problem was the salt water came in on one side, and then the other sink, it was a double sink, like I said, had fresh water, and the salt water side had a bunch of residual salt in there that had sat for 5 years basically with the boat here, and it ate right through the stainless steel. Little pit holes. So had some holes. I was contemplating just repairing it with like a metal epoxy kind of putty thing, JB Weld or whatever, and that was not a realistic fix because it would have not lasted very long, and that I didn't need to deal with that later. So anyways, I got new sink, well, a new used sink, reuse, recycle, right? And I went to the used, basically a boat salvage yard up north of me, just near the border of Canada. It's about 30 minutes from me. And I scored 2 of them. I was going to put 2 in, but I think I'm going to just go with 1 because it's about 10 inches deep and it's a pretty good size sink. Where is it? It's right here. I had to cut out like a new frame piece for it, which I did, and then I did that twice. Everything twice because it wasn't thick enough wood. I thought it was, but it wasn't. So here's the new sink. Look at that. It's huge. Stainless. I mean, that's big enough for dishes, pots, pans, everything. Even putting a fish in there. Look at that thing. Oh! Okay, welcome to my channel. Can you see me? Can you see me through the drain hole? Hello, feet. We're working on the sink today. Woo! Anyways, that was for your entertainment, not mine. But the good news is we're getting going again. Hand hurts. Just anything I do, I'm pretty much avoiding it. I'm using my left hand now just to keep giving this a rest, because it's probably, I'm betting 2 or 3 more weeks with this thing. I think I probably did a stress fracture, nothing major, but a stress fracture through the joint. My hands have been pretty beat up over the life of them, but I know what I do, you know, my body, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Crown chakra. Do you see the crown chakra, folks? Check out my crown. Crown chakra. Ooh. Anyways, so that's what we got going on here. But we're going to be putting this in here and then the sink in there. So what else we're going to do is down in here, I'm going to put a shelf down in there on this back part of the thing. That's my water intake for salt water down here. These are the foot pumps, and then this is the hose connects to the bottom of the sink. But I got tons of room back in here that I can have a shelf so I can store more stuff, maybe pots and pans and stuff like that. but or cleaning supplies or something. But anyways, that's what we got going on this morning. And then we're actually also, here, I'll take you up top. We're doing the front hatch, and we got pretty far with that. Let me take you over there. Oh, little swabbies on the deck. Wanagi, first mate. She's just sleeping up here. Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna sleep by ya. Woo. So here's the hatch. So we had to rebuild all this ramping here because it was all cracked and old fairing compound. So I did, it took me about 4 build-ups to get that in there. But it's just nice because the hatch will sit in here nice. And then I'm gonna seal this part. It's got those screw holes I'm gonna drill today and then seal it. And so we'll be able to get back up in the front into our bed because Wanagi and I are basically, we are sharing her dog bed and it is not comfortable. She doesn't get any sleep and neither do I. That's why she's sleeping on the deck right now because her dad's a dick. Anyways, that's what we got going on.
Hey, puppy, what are you doing? Waggy, hi, honey. You're so cute. You are. You're just a darling little girl. Hi, buddy. We love you. Yes, we do. YouTube loves you, too. You just go to sleep. Oh, yeah.
Wham! Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button down there. Can you even see me? Oh, ooh. Hey, that's a little better. So what we got going on, here's the shelf pieces for down under the sink there. I'm gonna drill some holes in them and stuff. You know how it goes. Anyways, but that's what the plan is, get a shelf in there, and then I'm gonna put the sink in, the board frame in, probably epoxy it in, and then fairing compound around, fill in the holes with epoxy or fairing, same thing. Anyways. And then we'll probably get some sort of countertop material and I'll just lay it in over the old one because I'm not really worried about it, you know. It is what it is. I can redo that whole countertop eventually, but I'm not digging into that. I got too many other projects and that doesn't need to be done before we put the boat in the water. So, but that's about it, I think. What else? Yeah, I guess that's it. All right. Got to figure out the right screw with this sucker. I bet I don't got anything long enough. Those are good back there. These ones here, I can freaking, that'll work. I think. Or is that too long? 1/2 inch? Oh shit. How about these ones? Alright. Imagine that, not having the right size screw and having to go to the hardware store again today. Shit. Boat life! Mother... The trucker. Yeah. God. We're back. Got the right size screws this time. Ching, ching, ching. Pretty close. Looks about it. These will end up being the supports for the shelf. Be plenty. I'm not going to have too much bearing weight on them. And screws in there. Those seagulls are conspiring to cover my boat with bird shit. Pretty sure. Not liking them seagulls very much. Wanagi will chase them away if she could fly a little bit. Gotta get her some wings. Maybe I'll feed her some Red Bull. Right tool for the right job. Alright, so we'll go in here. I'm going to put screws down in there, if you can even see. So I'm going to mount these wood pieces down here on either side, probably somewhere about that level. Just put a shelf in. So, I'm going to put the shelf at about 11 inches. Look what we're making! Cookies! Oh, chocolate chip cookies! They're not chocolate chip. Those are peanut butter cookies. It's okay. We like them both very much. We're letting them cook a little bit longer. They're almost done. Oops. Ah! For fuck's sakes. Yeah. Alright. We're making cookies. So that wood piece in the center is a piece of board I cut a new sink cutout for, and then in the old laminate, the hole that was left over, we reinforced it, and then we put this wood in and laid some epoxy in just to kind of help seal the gaps all the way around this to make it more watertight, so we don't have it dripping down into the compartment below. Straight down there where that green stuff is, that's actually paper covering a shelf I installed, and we still need to cover the shelf. Probably do like an oil stain since it's lower, in case some water drip happens. It'll protect the wood from that. But anyways, so what's left is this has got to cure up, and then we'll fill in all along the gaps and edges with fairing compound. And that should have a nice level surface that we could put a new laminate piece down on the countertops with. So you won't even be able to see this anymore. It'll just be completely covered from edge to edge. It'll be nice and new. We can do this whole thing, and that there with the blue tape on, that's a lid to another storage compartment back in that cubby there, and then a shelf up above. So pretty cool. So a couple more hours, this should be done. I was just gonna do an update here. So the nice pink stuff, that's the fairing compound. So just kind of filled in where the epoxy settled, I guess you could say. So epoxy's pretty much sealed from last night, and then this fairing compound is the new stuff to just kind of make a nice smooth surface that I could put another layer of this Formica or whatever the heck you call the countertop stuff. I'll probably have to remove this wood cap rail thing. It's just got screws under the wood plugs here. And then I'll lay down a new piece of the Formica or whatever countertop stuff and cut out the holes, sink holes, and it'll be good as new. So I'm just kind of getting my tools laid out here for this job we're going to be doing. Got my drill size for my screws and my little rails already measured here so I can cut it with my reciprocating saw, and then got my sander to do along the edges and clean it up just before we go down and get that. See in that plastic bin right in between the two blue right there, that's the oil stain that we did the boom bin up here with, and then also the cockpit table, which is under that blue cover on the helm there with the vacuum hoses. So here's what we used this morning, the fairing compound 2-part. You can see we got the heater blowing on it to keep the temperature up towards 75, 80 degrees, because that'll kick that fairing compound off. It'll be sandable in about 3 hours. And then we can go to the next step and hopefully get that sink in the next day or two. I won't be able to really use it. I'll get it set up. Maybe I'll have it drain, a hose drain down through the, there's a through hole in that sink cabinet there. And just have it drain into a bucket until I get into the water. But I'll probably put a pump there, and I'm going to have a carrot. I actually have a, I keep putting my hand in resin. But behind here is a cabinet that has dishes in it, but that actually sits over the top of, down in the engine room down in there, there's an old kerosene tank that used to run the stove. Now this is the gas stove now, natural gas or whatever you call it, LPG or whatever. But propane, I mean. But the kerosene tank isn't being used, so I think it's about a 25 or 30 gallon tank. So what I think I'm going to do is have a pump that pumps when I'm in bays or... Hey, look, my crown chakra's back. Woo! Check it out. That's what happens when you're awake. These little orbs appear over your crown chakra. Most people can't film theirs, but mine shines so bright like a diamond, like a diamond. Yeah. Hey, if you didn't know any better, you'd think I was a clean-cut young man. But in fact, I'm not. I'm a still punker. I got a mohawk, bro. Mohawk. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Old school. Old punks never die. They just get old. Crown chakra. Mohawk. Crown chakra. Yeah, brother. Sister. Hey, look, it's my third eye. Hey, look, my third eye's all lit up, bro. Bro.